Well, ladies and gentlemen, so welcome to our Planets Through Ascendant series, and this week we're going to be covering Sun in the 8th house for Pisces Ascendant people. And what happens when Sun is in the 8th house in the sign of Libra while it controls the 6th house with the sign of Leo. And as always, if you do not know if you have this placement, what other placements you have, all the other astrological details, for that, check out the links here. Check out my full astrological report, including my books, Astrology, Conjunction, Aspects, and Mahadashas at the Speed of Light, including all my consultations at this link. So, by the way, my school is now officially open. You can go ahead and get the course at KRSchannel.thinkific.com, THINKIFIC.com, or just go to my website, astrologycares.com, under shop section. At the very bottom, you'll be able to register. So yes, it's open, and I actually uploaded my first lesson. I was so excited. I'm like, let me just upload a first lesson for people, and I might upload maybe another lesson before the official start date. Who knows? Maybe I'll upload like 2 or 3 more lessons. It's fun. It's my passion. So, you know, it's like you get excited like a little kid. Like, okay, let me present this, because I love it when you guys interact and you're like, I saw how people are actually taking the test and, you know, passing the test. So I had 3 people, you know, sign up, and I was like so excited that they actually are taking it seriously, to learn it, to watch it, to actually pay attention, answer the questions. So yeah, thank you. So with this particular Sun in the 8th house, the one thing we see here, that the person will be able to display their confidence, will be able to display their high self-esteem through anger. Like they will get angry if they want to show that they have more ego than you. Like, let's say you put them at this spot. You know, you put them in a debate for something and they don't know what they're doing. They don't know, they don't have a clue. Well, they'll just suddenly start getting angry and burst onto people to show the fact that, hey, I'm going to overpower you now. I'm going to get angry now just so you do not challenge my ego or my confidence. Like this person could be in a debate with somebody, and suddenly the educational conversation comes up, and this person is not even in high school pass. And yet this person is not being challenged by somebody who's at Harvard. And so suddenly if a person says, oh, I'm at Harvard, what do you have? Suddenly they'll get angry. Instead of a really truly high confident person who hasn't even passed high school will be able to maneuver. Say, so what? I know this. I know what I'm talking about. I know I have this, I have that. But this person just gets angry. The other thing we see is that this is actually a great placement because of the fact it weakens your enemy. It weakens your enemy. Your enemy is irritated because 6th house is a house of enemies. Why would you want the 6th house to be strong? And 6th house is a house of diseases. So a debilitated Sun in the 8th house will help your ascendant to overcome the diseases. A weak 6th Lord will always help a person overcome their illnesses. If 6th house is strong and the ascendant is weak, well, 6th house is taking over your ascendant. 6th house is overpowering your body. And of course, you will learn these little concepts, these little tidbits that just helps a long way. The thing is, Sun is natural vitality in our body. Sun is the energy. It's the sun. It's the light. I mean, without light, there's no photosynthesis. If there's no photosynthesis, there's no oxygen created by the plant. So yes, Sun at a certain degree will cause a problem. But if Sun is not in certain magical degree, this is a very powerful Sun. Sure, a person will lack the confidence, the ego. A person may even create their daily routines may be filled with some not so law-abiding activities. Especially in their younger days, they could be with the wrong crowd. And definitely, one thing I haven't seen this in a female's chart, or maybe female, they never tend to reply. But when I see this placement, a man definitely is promiscuous and may even elope with women who may be married. may have illicit affairs. Because here the thing is, sun represents purity, right? The sun is a pure ball of light, where we have all the blemishes. We have, problem with our ego. We have problem with our skin. We have problem with our looks. Sun is just pure. It's just pure light. But now you're taking that pure light in an individual chart and putting it in a gutter in the 8th house. So obviously this person, their pure light is not going to be pure. Now, one thing this placement does create is something known as Viparit Raj Yoga. And this Viparit Raj Yoga shows this person will always overcome their enemies and beat their enemies. At least if we're just looking at the point of view of this one placement. Just this one placement. Now, conjunction aspects, they will bring about other things. Now, one thing we definitely will say is that if the 6th Lord Sun is in the 8th house with the 8th Lord, definitely destruction of enemies is seen. I forgot the name of that yoga. If I remember the yoga, I'll put it on the screen. But I just remember the yoga. And it's through my uncle, I just remembered it. Where 6th Lord in the 8th house with the 8th Lord, the destruction of enemy is imminent. Because the 8th Lord is supporting now. The planet is no longer alone. It's with the owner of the house. I think it's called... don't quote me on this, but I think it's called Veer Yoga or Shatru something yoga. I'll figure it out. The other thing we also see with this yoga is that a person will control family's wealth and family's bank account. However, will never get along with the in-laws. Will never get along either with the spouse's family, or spouse just doesn't even have a family. Maybe spouse, parents, and siblings may have been killed a long time ago in some accident, or the person lives so far away from their family that you, as this person, will never get to really meet your spouse's family so often or so much, or even talk to them. But when they're near you and you have this position, oh boy, ego battles. You'll be like, what have you done for your daughter? And the father-in-law will be like, what have you done for my daughter? These little bickerings will happen. Believe it or not, at certain degrees, this yoga can actually create a porn producer. Somebody who produces adult films. Because of the fact I have seen. I've had a couple of, not too many, like 3 or 4. I have seen who are in this industry with this placement, but at a certain degree though. Okay. So anyway, guys, this is my analysis of Sun in the 8th house for Pisces ascendant people. If you're new to my channel, subscribe below. And if you want to know where your Sun is placed, all my astrological details and books, consultation, and my school, check out the links here. The easiest Vedic astrology school ever. Okay? Bye-bye.